Someone leaked your private audio. The truth in that recording is spreading fast. Archangel Michael says, "The time you feared has arrived, and the walls you trusted have betrayed their silence." A recording meant for one ear has now become a ripple across many. The truth you shared privately is no longer a whisper but a growing storm in every corner you never expected. This is not just any audio. It's a moment of truth captured without your permission, wrapped in vulnerability, and now unraveling at alarming speed. Someone, somewhere, who smiled in your presence, is the one who handed it over. They didn't do it in rage. They did it in calculation. The recording was a trap, an intentional maneuver laid long before you even spoke those words. Now the real game has started, and your name is echoing through whispers, messages, and ears that never deserved to hear your truth. You trusted a space that wasn't safe. You sat in that room or car, spoke your thoughts, and didn't realize a small device was recording every word. Now, that device has become the source of a wildfire no one can contain. Type Amen to get blessing 117. They aren't spreading it because they're shocked. They're spreading it because they want power over you. They are turning your voice into a weapon. Your emotions, your honesty, your confessions, they twisted it. They clipped, trimmed, reshared, took out context, and are using it to write a version of you that isn't even real. But remember, lies are loud for a while, truth remains. It is not by mistake this surfaced now. It is part of a planned sequence to make you look unstable, to drag attention to your pain, to paint your scars as flaws. But a spirit like yours doesn't fade, no matter how loudly they scream. Type Amen to get blessing 239. Watch what happens next. Someone who was on their side will soon flip. They will reveal what truly happened the night that audio was shared. You will be vindicated in front of the same people who doubted you. Your dignity may feel bruised now, but the same voice they used against you will become your badge of survival. It is already reaching someone powerful. Your name is being mentioned in private meetings, but not the way they intended. A truth seeker, someone who heard the full audio, not the edited one, is coming forward. Type Amen to get blessing 314. That person is preparing to speak up on your behalf. They know what's going on behind the scenes, and they've decided to flip the narrative. You won't be alone much longer. The people laughing now will soon be dodging accountability. Screenshots, chat history, and metadata will expose who spread it first. They didn't realize technology leaves traces. They were too arrogant. They thought they could use your emotions and leave no footprint. But what they failed to predict is your silence is not weakness, it's calculation. Type Amen to get blessing 487. Someone from your past warned you once about this woman, the one who now pretends to be on your side. She's the same one who pressed record. She saw you rising. She saw people believing in your vision. And her jealousy turned to sabotage. She didn't do it alone. There was a man involved too, one who acted like he wanted your trust. He planted the idea, encouraged the recording, and now hides behind his so-called innocence. Type Amen to get blessing 512. They are both preparing a fake explanation. They think they can gaslight you into believing it wasn't betrayal. But you're more alert now. The game has shifted. Their messages, their location at the time of the leak, even their browser history, it's all traceable. They can't outrun what's coming. It's not just emotional karma, it's legal. What they did was not only immoral, it crossed lines of privacy laws. Someone in authority is watching now, and that same recording could be used against them in ways they never expected. Type Amen to get blessing 638. You must stay still but not silent. Speak when it's time. The moment you reveal what really happened, the crowd will change direction. There's a woman in media already aware of your situation. She hasn't spoken yet because she's collecting facts. But when she does, the narrative will flip drastically. Those who mocked you will become defenders. Because the truth always wins, even when it takes the long road. And your name will be cleared in a very public way. Type Amen to get blessing 741. Your next few hours matter more than ever. Stay grounded. The urge to respond recklessly will come, but resist it. There is power in calculated silence. Let the noise tire itself out. Behind the noise, those who matter are still watching. Archangel Michael says, your voice may have been stolen, but your soul is intact. Your courage remains. Your truth is a force that's already shaking the people who thought they'd silenced you. Type Amen to get blessing 844. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. What you said in that audio, only a few minutes long, has triggered more people than you could imagine. Because it held honesty, it held emotion, it held strength. People who have been living in masks hate raw truth. They wanted to erase your credibility with it. But instead, your rawness has inspired quiet allies. There's a man who listened to it 3 times. He doesn't know you, but he feels your words. He's drafting a letter to help you, anonymously. Type Amen to get blessing 977. That man holds influence. Not the kind that's loud, but the kind that can shift circles. He's about to speak in a boardroom, and your name is on the table. Your haters are not ready for what's coming. They underestimated the power of real energy. They underestimated the support you don't even know you have. This recording is painful, but it's also divine. It pulled masks off. It exposed intentions. It made the invisible visible. Type Amen to get blessing 1089. This had to happen. If not this way, you may have walked years beside the wrong people. But now the exposure is fast-tracking your real connections. Watch who distances themselves from you now. They were never for you. Their silence is not neutral. It is alignment with the betrayers. One of them even laughed at the audio. But laughter rooted in mockery always turns into regret. That regret will hit them when the truth reverses the story. Type Amen to get blessing 1182. The audio has also reached someone overseas. A woman who once admired you from afar. She has access to a stage, and soon, your name will be whispered on it with power. You're not falling apart. You're shedding old skins. You're being redefined. This recording won't destroy you. It will introduce the strongest version of you. And those who try to shame you will have to hide when light exposes everything. Type Amen to get blessing 1288. Archangel Michael says, you are being watched by forces beyond this physical realm. They know what's unfolding. They know your intention was never harm. Energy doesn't lie. And the energy you carried during that recording wasn't anger, it was clarity. It was heartbreak, but it was real. Realness always finds its way home. It might take detours, but it arrives in full. That arrival is closer than you know. Type Amen to get blessing. 1397. The most unexpected person will send you a message soon. They'll tell you how that recording changed their view of you, not in the way the leakers wanted, because there's something divine about how you express your truth. Even in pain, even in hurt, it still carries light, and that light is spreading. They can't stop it, no matter how much they try to bury it with fake stories and half-truths. Type Amen to get blessing 1477. Someone offered money to keep it circulating. Yes, there was a transaction. A small one, but enough to reveal this wasn't accidental. That proof will come to you in a few days, in the form of a screenshot, and you will be shocked who was behind the payment. The very friend who said they loved your soul. They were the first to sell your voice. But that betrayal is only setting up your victory. Type Amen to get blessing 1523. They never imagined you would rise through this. They thought you'd fall into silence, disappear, break. But you're not disappearing, you're becoming undeniable. Even those who doubted you secretly are feeling the shift. They can't explain it, but they feel the energy changing. Your destiny is not delayed by this. It's being accelerated. The leak wasn't a curse, it's a catalyst. Type Amen to get blessing 1614. Someone else will try again. Not with audio, but with text. They'll twist your old messages. Be prepared. Don't respond in the way they expect. Let truth be your defender. The light is already turning in your favor. Those who supported you silently before will step forward now. You won't have to fight alone. The storm is real, but so is the army gathering beside you. Type Amen to get blessing 1740. Your name will be cleared, but more than that, it will be honored. This was never about shame. It was about your becoming. The old version of you is gone. This fire has reshaped you. And soon, they will see the refined gold they thought they could destroy. Your voice, once leaked, is now echoing in divine halls. What was used to shame you is now lifting you into new power. Type Amen to get blessing 1822. This is only the beginning. And it is not your end, it is your revelation. Keep walking. More is aligning than you can see. This audio was never meant for destruction, it was meant for transformation. What they thought would be your downfall is the very thing crowning your name in circles they never imagined you'd reach. You are rising through the flames with truth wrapped around your soul. The people watching quietly from the sidelines will soon speak. They're gathering facts, screenshots, testimonies. One is even preparing a full timeline of events to reveal who edited the recording and why. It's not just a leak anymore, it's a case, a situation, a movement. What began as betrayal is now becoming a mirror reflecting the darkness of those involved. Type Amen to get blessing 1914. One woman in particular is starting to panic. She knows her hands touched the recording. She didn't spread it directly, but she passed it to someone who did. That makes her just as responsible. And the fear is starting to show. She's avoiding eye contact. She's pulling away from conversations. She's deleting messages. But it's too late now. Her trace is already sealed in time. And your name, your real story, is about to step into the light stronger than ever. Type Amen to get blessing 2027. A journalist you've never met is paying close attention. He's heard the clip and noticed the cuts, the manipulation. He's been quietly building a story for a major platform. He has no agenda but truth. And when he speaks, he'll speak loud. This won't just be defense, it will be exposure. You'll be surprised how many people begin apologizing. Some will admit they judged you too quickly. Some will realize they were fed lies and took them without question. Type Amen to get blessing 2135. Your silence right now is your greatest strategy. While they scramble, while they accuse, while they try to laugh, you are building. You are preparing. The next time they hear your voice, it won't be a leaked whisper, it will be a bold declaration. It will be you standing in your power, not hiding behind defense. Because Archangel Michael says, you were not meant to be silenced by a recording. You were meant to be revealed. The raw version of you is your weapon. Type Amen to get blessing 2242. If only they knew who you are now. Not the person who recorded that audio, but the soul who survived it. The one who still stands after the betrayal, after the chaos, after the storm. Your energy has shifted, and those who tried to destroy it are now uneasy in your presence. They feel it. Even in silence, they feel it. They're starting to worry about what you know. Because you've been quiet. And silence after betrayal is never just silence. It's awareness, observation, and preparation. Type Amen to get blessing 2391. There is someone watching everything unfold. They've stayed quiet, but they hold the final key. They were present when the recording was played in a private setting, and they're ready to speak. Their voice will change the entire narrative. They are respected, known, and trusted. When they speak up, your truth will roar. You didn't have to chase revenge. You didn't need to scream your innocence. The universe has aligned the right hearts to carry your truth forward. Type Amen to get blessing 2500. There will be a sudden shift in how people treat you. Someone who once ignored you will start praising your resilience. Another who mocked you will send you a long apology. But you don't owe them access again. Forgiveness is yours to give, but access is your choice. Remember who laughed when you bled. There's still one more twist to come. A secret message exchanged behind your back will be revealed accidentally, and it will confirm every suspicion you had. Type Amen to get blessing 2666. The betrayal was layered. It wasn't just about the audio. It was jealousy, envy, fear of your light. The recording was just the tool. They've been trying to dim you for longer than you know. And yet, here you are, unshaken in soul, clearer in mind, and more powerful than ever. What was whispered in shadows will now be echoed in light. The same audio will end up on a platform, but this time, it will be accompanied by your truth. Raw, bold, undeniable. Type Amen to get blessing 2711. You were always the threat, not because you harmed anyone, but because your truth exposed their lies. Your presence revealed their masks. Your kindness challenged their hate. So they tried to twist your voice. But they underestimated divine timing. They underestimated your strength. They underestimated the protection on your life. Now, everything is reversing. Those who try to ruin your name are defending themselves. But no matter how hard they try, the mirror is already facing them. Type Amen to get blessing 2833. The next phase of your life is not about revenge. It's about redemption. It's about becoming everything they said you'd never be. You will rise through this not as a victim, but as a living testimony. Your resilience is louder than any lie. Archangel Michael says, what they used to break you has instead crowned you. Your voice is not just heard, it's felt. It's changing things. Type Amen to get blessing 2957. In the days to come, new names will be mentioned. People you never suspected will be tied to the betrayal. And you'll sit with the shock of their involvement. But don't drown in it. Let it inform your growth. Let it fuel your distance. You are walking into clarity now, into power, into divine restoration. You lost something, yes, but what you're gaining will make the loss worth it. Type Amen to get blessing 3077. Those who shamed you are watching your strength in silence. They thought you'd disappear, deactivate, surrender. But you didn't. You adapted. You've become fireproof, unshakable. Their tools don't work anymore. You've upgraded in spirit. Soon, you'll hear your name in rooms you never entered. That audio, twisted as it was, led someone to your light. And that person holds a key to your future. Type Amen to get blessing 3181. Someone powerful, someone influential, someone spiritually gifted, has seen through the deception. They are preparing to reach out. They want to work with you, because they saw through the noise. They heard the pain, and they recognized the truth behind it. That connection will change everything. It will open a door that leads far away from these current shadows. A door no hater can shut. Type Amen to get blessing 3333. The storm is dying. The wind is settling. And you are still here. Still standing. Still breathing power. You don't need to beg for peace. You are peace. You don't need to search for justice. Justice is already aligning with you. Soon, people will forget the scandal, but they'll remember your survival. They'll remember how you rose through it without becoming bitter. You became better. Type Amen to get blessing 3447. Let this be your last night worrying. Let tomorrow begin your rise. The chapter is closing, but your story is just opening. No one who walked away during the leak deserves to walk with you in your glow. Let them go. Let new souls step in. What they meant for harm became your ladder. What they whispered in secret became your roar. And now, the world is listening, not to the leak, but to the legend that survived it. Type Amen to get blessing 3582. Your name is blessed. Your path is protected. Your truth is divine. Let them play the recording again and again, because all it will do is remind them that even broken, you are unstoppable. Your voice was never a mistake. It was a prophecy. And this storm was never your ending. It was your beginning. Let them hear it. Let them spread it. Because in the end, all they did was amplify your light. Type Amen to get blessing 3700. They thought the audio would haunt you, but it is now haunting them. The more they try to deny their intentions, the more their own energy begins to expose them. Every lie they tried to layer over your truth is peeling off. The fake smiles, the selective editing, the rehearsed reactions, all of it is unraveling. Truth has its own timeline, and yours has arrived. People are starting to realize that the parts they heard were manipulated. The anger they tried to attach to your voice was never yours. It was theirs, projected, planted, and now collapsing. Type Amen to get blessing 3814. There is one person still trying to pretend they had no role. But they were in the room when the audio was played to others for the first time. They didn't stop it. That makes them part of it. But what they don't know is that someone recorded that room, too. A hidden voice note exists. A conversation where your name was mocked, replayed, analyzed like entertainment. That voice note is still sitting in someone's inbox. And soon, it will be released, not by you, but by someone who is sick of the hypocrisy. That day will shake everyone who once laughed. Type Amen to get blessing 3977. You've been quiet because your spirit knew. You sensed the betrayal even before it happened. You felt the shift. You didn't need confirmation, you just needed proof. And now, the proof has spoken. Not just through words, but through energy. You watched who pulled away, who looked you in the eyes with guilt, who suddenly changed the topic when your name came up. Those are your answers. You don't need more explanation. You don't need closure from people who celebrated your shame. Type Amen to get blessing 4033. You are becoming untouchable now. Every time they speak your name with lies, it brings more light to your truth. Every time they spread hate, it multiplies your support. A silent revolution is rising around you, not with noise, but with alignment. People who feel your energy are stepping in quietly, powerfully. The shift is not just spiritual, it's personal, it's social, and it's about to become financial. The very people who tried to ruin your reputation will see you succeed beyond their imagination. Type Amen to get blessing 4151. Archangel Michael says, this isn't just about defending your name, it's about stepping into the identity you were born for. You are not just a survivor of betrayal. You are a builder of legacy. You spoke raw truth in that recording, and the world needed to hear it. They tried to use it against you, but it only highlighted your courage. You did not stutter. You did not pretend. You did not fake peace. You spoke from a place of power, even in pain. And now, that power is leading you into doors only truth can unlock. Type Amen to get blessing 4277. Your story is shifting hands. People you never met are carrying it, defending it, uplifting it, without asking, without prompting, just because your energy spoke louder than the edit. What was private has become public, yes, but it's now a public reminder of how truth sounds when it's unfiltered, real, messy, brave, unapologetic. Let them say what they want. Because the truth is moving faster than their narratives. The real ones already know. Type Amen to get blessing 4383. You will soon receive an unexpected message. It will come from someone you once worked with, or crossed paths with. They've been following what happened, and they want to help. They carry connections. Their word carries weight. And they believe you deserve the chance to clear the air, but on your terms, and at your pace. You don't need to respond immediately. You don't need to explain everything. But just know, this person is genuine, and they have your name in mind for something bigger than damage control. Type Amen to get blessing 4410. Every moment you chose not to retaliate, you built more power. Every second you chose growth instead of revenge, you carved a new lane for yourself. And now, that lane is opening wide. You've been standing in the middle of fire, and you're still intact. Not because you're untouched, but because your soul was built for purification, not destruction. You are becoming clearer, sharper, wiser. The betrayal didn't kill you, it clarified you. Type Amen to get blessing 4555. People are starting to admire what they once misunderstood. The audio made them curious, but what they discovered in your presence made them respectful. They realized you weren't trying to be perfect. You were being real. Now, your truth is contagious. It's freeing others. Some have heard your recording and finally found the courage to speak their own. You unknowingly became a voice for many, and no one can undo that impact. No one can dim that light. Type Amen to get blessing 4666. There will be a shift in your social circles. Some people will fall away. Not because you pushed them, but because your growth exposes their comfort in lies. You've outgrown the space they wanted to keep you trapped in. And now, you're walking out, not in anger, but in evolution. Let them watch. Let them whisper. Your future isn't in their hands. It's in divine alignment, and that path cannot be paused. Type Amen to get blessing 4711. What they leaked was real, but what they didn't expect was your resilience. That's what they fear the most. That after everything, you still rising. This is your era of reversal. Everything they used to mock you will now become your message. Every edited word will be reversed by your raw light. The same mouths that spread gossip will be forced to speak honor. Because you're walking into a season they can't touch. Type Amen to get blessing 4844. There's a meeting happening without your knowledge. Your name is being discussed, but this time, in reverence. Someone in that room is suggesting your story be used as an example of courage. You didn't ask for this. You didn't chase it. But it's finding you anyway. That's what divine justice looks like. Let the audio play. Let them share it again. Each time they do, more people hear your truth, and fewer believe the lie. Type Amen to get blessing 4971. Soon, a shift will occur so publicly, it will silence all your critics. They won't even have time to apologize. They'll just disappear into quiet. You won't need revenge. You won't need validation. Your energy will speak louder than every rumor. Archangel Michael says, you were not broken, you were broadcasted. And your voice, raw and unedited, is now healing others who thought they had to suffer in silence. Type Amen to get blessing 5055. You are not who they say you are. You are who you've survived to become. And that version is unstoppable. Let this chapter close with dignity. Let the next one open with glory. Your story is not tainted. It's sacred. You are proof that even leaked moments can become legends. And your name is being written in light, in respect, in eternal honor. Type Amen to get blessing 5177. This is your season, not of shame, but of rising, not of regret, but of revelation. Let the world watch what real power looks like after betrayal. Let them witness grace in motion. Because what they meant to bury you only rooted your truth deeper. And now, no storm can shake what's been divinely grounded. You are rising. Chosen one. Not despite the leak, but because of it. They still don't understand that what they tried to break has only awakened something far greater within you. The audio may have caught your voice, but it didn't capture your strength, your purpose, your spirit. That can never be recorded, stolen, or manipulated. Behind every distorted sentence, the real message is emerging. You were vulnerable, yes, but your vulnerability was not weakness. It was proof you were human in a world that profits off masks. That is why they feared the recording. It revealed their lack of authenticity more than yours. Now, they are running in circles, trying to justify actions that can no longer be hidden. But justification doesn't erase intention. And every intention will now be exposed by timing, energy, and divine justice already moving into place. Type Amen to get blessing 5299. What they thought was a plan has turned into their punishment. Not from you, but from the energy they put out. They spoke lies with your voice, but now those lies are echoing louder than they ever expected, and it's not turning in their favor. Screenshots are surfacing. Timelines are cracking. Stories are no longer aligning. And you, calmly, are watching from a place of inner strength they never anticipated. That calmness is shaking them. They expected rage. They expected you to break. But you didn't give them a reaction. You gave them silence, and silence is echoing louder than screams. Type Amen to get blessing 5342. Someone from a legal background is stepping in. Not because you begged for help, but because they saw injustice in its purest form. They are ready to turn your pain into protection. You won't have to fight this alone. A voice is coming that speaks in terms your enemies can't ignore, through laws, rights, and consequences. This time, it will be them who stumbles under their own game. While they mocked, you elevated. While they spread shame, you attracted honor. And now, your circle is changing. Real allies are replacing fake support. Type Amen to get blessing 5477. Let them watch your rise. Let them whisper in corners. Because their words can't stop what's already been activated over your life. This isn't just about healing. It's about positioning. It's about walking into spaces where your voice will not be leaked, but amplified with respect and value. Every ounce of pain they caused is becoming power. Every sleepless night is becoming strategy. Every moment of doubt is becoming divine clarity. Type Amen to get blessing 5533. Archangel Michael says, they leaked a moment, but they could never leak your destiny. That is sealed. That is divine. That is bigger than any betrayal. Let this experience sharpen you. Let it teach you. Let it refine who gets close to your energy moving forward. From now on, you will attract differently. You will love wisely. You will share carefully, but never from fear. You'll share from power, from awareness, from divine vision. Type Amen to get blessing 5644. Someone who once ghosted you will come back, pretending they were unaware. But energy doesn't lie. You'll feel the guilt behind their eyes before they even speak. You don't owe them an explanation. You don't owe them a seat. Let them sit in the silence they once left you in. Let them taste the distance they helped create. Forgive, but evolve. Love, but from wisdom. And rise, not for revenge, but for your rebirth. Type Amen to get blessing 5737. A day will come, sooner than they think, when your voice will be played again. But this time, in a room full of people who respect you. The same voice they tried to silence will become the sound of someone being honored. An award. A platform. A new beginning. Something unexpected is going to emerge from this, and it will carry your name in gold, not gossip. Let the past remain where it is. You've outgrown it. You've risen through it. And now you're walking into something the old you couldn't even imagine. Type Amen to get blessing 5866. Your tears planted something. They were not wasted. They were the water to something divine growing under the surface. And now, that garden is blooming. You will look back one day and thank yourself for not responding like they did. You chose grace over gossip, integrity over impulse, dignity over drama. That choice has been seen, not just by people, but by heaven itself. And now, the rewards are no longer delayed, they are being released. Type Amen to get blessing 5910. What they released in darkness is bringing light. Light to others who were afraid to speak. Light to people who needed someone to be real. You were that light. You didn't just survive the leak, you elevated from it. You shifted the atmosphere with your response. You became the example of how to endure betrayal without becoming bitter. And now, your blessings are irreversible. Your season is activated. Your name is being written into spaces that no betrayal can reach. Type Amen to get blessing 6033. They are watching in confusion, trying to understand why people are drawn to you now more than ever. It's because your truth holds weight. Your pain didn't steal your peace, it multiplied it. They can't compete with your essence. They can't replace your presence. And they can't delete the destiny over your life. Archangel Michael says, walk with your head high. Not because the storm passed, but because you carried peace through the storm. That's rare. That's power. Type Amen to get blessing 6177. From this moment forward, you're no longer explaining your past. The audio isn't your identity, it was just a chapter, a distorted one. But the real you, the healed you, is what will echo from now on. Let people see what betrayal looks like when it fails. Let them witness how truth can't be edited. Let them realize your voice is not a secret, it's a sacred sound they can't control. Every door that closed because of the leak will be replaced by 3 new ones, divinely appointed, spiritually protected, and beyond what you imagined. Type Amen to get blessing 6244. You are now in a season of protection, not just spiritually, but mentally, emotionally, and publicly. What they tried to make chaotic is turning into clarity. You no longer need to chase validation. You are validated by resilience, crowned by silence, and protected by unseen forces. Let them keep watching. The higher you rise, the more uncomfortable they'll become. But this time, your rise is irreversible. Type Amen to get blessing 6393. The next time you speak, it will not be to defend, it will be to declare. You've walked through fire. You've been forged in pain. Now you walk in power. No one can fake what you carry. It is too authentic, too purified, too sacred. Let the story unfold. Let the truth run its course. You are ready now, not to explain, but to expand. Not to fix anything, but to flourish. And this is only the beginning. Type Amen to get blessing 6000.